What's going on, creative people? This is Creativity is an Idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative entertaining people. Yo, Sonny,
What's
let me
happening? What's
adjust my
happening?
chair so that I don't fall over. So, man, it's an honor to have you here. And
Thank you,
you know
brother.
what?
It's an honor myself.
Recently, I just posted something on Instagram story saying music producers are the wizard behind the curtains.
Definitely,
Because without them, every music will be an a cappella, you know?
definitely,
They helps everything a musician say sort of fall in tune in our ears and our lives, and we move with the groove, we move with the music, we move with the sound. So
Exactly.
I would say music producers are really relevant, and I can't express that.
Uh, Relevant. I would just be simple enough to say that's an understatement.
Beautiful.
Uh, as a producer, we are the creator of the wave.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, our sound is the present,
Mm-hmm.
the future, and the forever. If it's impactful enough, it will be deemed classic, and it will live forever. Uh, Nowadays, especially in commercial music right now, where everybody's quote unquote mumbling,
Oh.
the heartbeat right now
Uh-huh.
is the production, the engineer, the master of the sound. And honestly, that mumble is just a filler to the instrument that you hear is that noise
Mm-hmm.
by the producer. So yes, we are more than relevant.
Yeah, that is excellent. So, creative people, creative entertainers, um, admirers. This is Pyeric, your host, by the way, and this is Sonny Champ, the owner of Pain and Power Production. He's a music producer. So stay tuned and listen, and I believe anything he is going to say here. If you are a music producer, you are obviously going to find something out of this conversation which will be relevant to whatever you do. And if you are someone who admires creative things, I believe you get some nuggets here which will also inspire you to do what you want to do in life, because being a music producer is different from following the go to college. Though
Right.
you may have to get some education,
Right.
training, school, but it gets to a certain point. It's not a 9 to 5.
It's
It-
definitely not a 9 to 5.
It's a 24-hour thing.
It's life.
It's life.
And I honestly can say it's a choice,
Mm-hmm.
a conscious choice.
Conscious choice.
Yeah, you can't half step it. You can't play with it. You got to make a conscious decision and just jump
Mm-hmm.
and be relentless and learning something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Making sure that your sound is unique. I mean, we all start trying to quote unquote mirror what's popular or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but you got to separate yourself out here.
Yeah.
Uh, that's the only way to be relevant.
That's the only way to be relevant. If you are unique, you will be relevant. And I tell you this, Sonny,
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you, man. I know you're more mature than I am. I've been on this earth for a while, but you're more mature than I am. So I want to
got a
ask
little
you,
wisdom.
how was your childhood like when you were growing up?
Oh, my childhood was dope. Born in Texas, raised in South Carolina, Camden, South Carolina, Highway 97, baby. I'm the oldest of my family. I got one sister.
Mm-hmm.
Came up with both parents. Just a regular country boy throwing rocks and getting in fights, man. Very competitive. Played sports. Uh, Class clown. I
Uh-huh.
love to laugh. But one thing about roasting a motherfucker, if you can't roast yourself, you can't roast nobody else.
Oh boy, being able to make humor out of yourself.
Yeah, if you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at nobody else, man. That's all a part of just being human. You know, we all fall sometime.
Wow,
Yeah, nobody's better than nobody. Everybody's equal.
wow. You mentioned a number in it. Did you say 97?
Highway 97.
Highway 97.
Yeah.
And what is that?
That's if you're from or have ever heard of Camden, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's a main highway that'll take you basically en route to Charlotte.
Oh,
It's a back road, all country, all trees, all deer. You ain't got to worry about getting put over by the cops. You got to worry about running over a deer and totaling your car. But good folk out there, man.
Mhm.
We grew up on Southern principle, which
Mhm.
mean if y'all leave together, y'all come home together.
Mhm.
If one of y'all get in a fight, y'all fight together. If, right or wrong, we'll swap that shit out when we get back.
Yeah. That is excellent. So, Sonny, tell me, man. I know growing up, you were born in Texas.
Yes, sir. Killeen,
And
Texas.
where?
Killeen.
Killeen.
Yeah,
Killeen, my
my
accent.
pops was in the army.
Killeen, Texas.
Yeah, he was in the army at the time. So
That made you move around a lot sometimes?
honestly, he got out of the military when I was a year old.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm really a Carolina baby.
that's excellent. So tell me, like growing up, or even now,
Mhm.
what events wouldn't you forget?
That I wouldn't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, a couple things I won't forget. The first time I saw my sister.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I fell in love. The first time I got my heart broke. The first time I got in a fight.
Uh-huh.
The first time I got me some. uh, yeah. The first time I knew what friendship was.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I got betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the first time I slammed dunk. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Unforgettable. Uh,
You know what? Let me pause you in your tracks right now.
go
I
ahead.
want you to talk about it. First time you got betrayed.
Betrayed?
Yeah, just tell us about the situation, how it happened, how you felt, and was it a good feeling
Oh
or a
man.
bad, wonderful feeling?
Oh man. To be honest with you, it hurt. It hurt a lot. I'm a simple guy, man. Loyalty is everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty is everything to me. And I don't have any brothers, so coming up, we stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We really stuck together, good or bad. We stuck together. The first time I got betrayed, man, was basically when our backs was, I won't even say against the wall, but it was time to make a decision when you either could have told the truth
Mm-hmm.
or play bitch. And my man played bitch, and I appreciate him for doing that though. I really do. I really appreciate him for doing that because sometimes you gotta grow up and separate yourself from
Mhm.
things. You know what I'm saying? So once you see the face of people
Mm-hmm.
or see the character of a man,
Mm-hmm.
you become a man when you make a decision. So it's just all a part of growing up. And I still love my brother.
Still love your brother.
Still love my brother. Just don't fuck with him though.
Yeah. And creative people, the audience, if you're listening, I believe you are not lost. But what he's trying to say is that just be careful.
Just be careful.
Just be
out there.
careful. And he may not really want to. Mostly we try to drive everything out of the person, the guest here, but I think he doesn't really want to go into details. So we understand.
Matter of fact, I do have one that I'm willing to talk about.
Let's
Real-
see.
real
Let's hear.
simple.
I'm ready, man.
Real simple. I got a
I'm
homie.
laid back.
My homeboy Ice.
Mm-hmm.
This is in my college days.
Iced tea?
Nah, just Ice. Just Ice. He got his name because he couldn't shoot no jumpers. Ice
Oh.
cold, man. But yeah, simple day. Just coming from class, about to go in the crib, smoke a blunt. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
My homie, he stayed across the courtyard. We pretty much stayed in the same apartment complex.
Uh-huh.
We all got in trouble together, got kicked out of off campus together. So we off the yard together.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, "Yo, what you doing?" Same shit. He was like, threw his hand up. So we met each other in the courtyard halfway. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, walk with me." Where I'm from, you know, if we brothers,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't really got to get into too many details. If you say, "Yo, take a ride with me," or if
Just
you say,
let's
"Take a
go.
walk with me," we taking a walk together. So long story short, we ended up going to another apartment. My homie wanted to get some more green. got into place. Uh, we knew I knew who the person was behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a friend of mine? Nah, we just passed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect, when we go into the place, I stay at the door, the threshold,
Mm-hmm.
because this is none of my business.
Mhm.
I'm just with my bruh.
Mm-hmm.
So they do what they do. We walk out. We walking back across the courtyard to my spot. Halfway across the courtyard, this motherfucker yelling on his balcony like, "Yo, Sonny, I know what you did, motherfucker. I'm a whoop da 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 da." Right? Now keep in mind, I'm just minding my business.
Uh-huh.
But you feel like you want to say my name. You got some things to say off your chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we grown men. So automatically, no matter what the fuck going on, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Bring that, you know what I'm saying?
Just tell me.
Yeah. If it's go time, let's green light this shit. Right? So my bro, I look at my bro like, what the fuck this motherfucker talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
My bro cuff his hand like, I got him, yo. I don't give a shit what you do, right or wrong, good or bad, or we together, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The least you could have did out of respect of me being your brother is at least let me know what the fuck I'm stepping in.
Oh, okay.
That's like you robbing a motherfucking bank, dog, and I don't know it.
Oh.
In my eyes, on principle. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So when this motherfucker is calling my name out and I'm just a bystander, of course I'm going to stand on my ground as a man, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to question you as my friend, bruh. Like, because number one, if you did it and you know what the fuck this motherfucker talking about before I even have a clue of what he's saying, why the fuck you ain't goddamn either say something?
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that you should have, but if this is your fight or this is the shit that you did, be accountable, bro.
Be accountable and responsible.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he played the bitch move and said, "Yo, my bad, bro. It ain't like that." I know my bro ain't no real, ball your fist up type of fella. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, be man of what you do. Yeah. So that one simple incident was a truth teller of character.
Of character.
It don't matter if you rock with a motherfucker for 5 minutes or 5 years. One moment can define your ass.
Yep.
And I still love my brother.
Yeah. I understand that. I wish I could put myself into your shoes, but I believe some of the audience out there could put themselves into your shoes. And I watched a movie. Was it The Delivery Man? One of the movies. They just say, hey, just sit in the car. We're going to play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to, he was just sitting in the car waiting. He stopped in the middle of the, in the middle of the road side. He parked on the side or something. And these guys went to rob a bank.
Hey.
And he had no clue.
It goes down like that.
So then he was he was the only one caught.
It goes down like that.
Then he was taken into prison, stayed in for a while, then came out. Then he actually robbed the bank this time. It was like, I went to prison for something I didn't do.
Right.
Now, let me do it. Yeah.
Hey, life is a lesson or a blessing.
It's a lesson. Sometimes it's very bad when some people are not clear about what.
Yeah.
They know, and they just, guilty by association.
That's the wrong thing to be.
Yeah. I feel you on that, man. So that was Sonny Champ. So, man, I want you to tell me, man, when and how did you decide to become a music producer? Because I believe at some point in life, someone who decides to do something,
Yeah.
There were situations, there were certain experience that made that person say, okay, good, this is what I'm going to do. And everything I'm seeing now is reinforcing me to do it. So what points and how did you decide to become a music producer?
Honestly, bro, it had nothing to do with music. Nothing to do with music. The reason why I chose music production is because I was going through hell and I needed something to save my life. I was really going through hell, man. Like in a career where I was doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna ask you for shit. I'll hustle my way to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And got to a point to where things, even though you are the truth, somebody can just look you dead in your face and tell you that you are not who you are. And because it's quote unquote a corporate America and you're not the boss of your own shit,
Mm-hmm.
that shit can actually fly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was one level of it. Another level of it was just my personal life, man. Going through a marriage, man, of hell. No disrespect to that other person, cause God bless her. You feel me? But shit was just upside down in my life, man. And I needed something. I needed something that I can touch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, don't get in no fucking bullshit. So I let the rhythm move me. I just poured my soul into the sound, man. I poured my soul into the sound to where it talked back to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I became a producer.
That's why he became a producer. That is excellent, I believe. Huh.
And that's why you got Pain and Power.
Pain and interesting. Huh, that's why. Okay, Pain and Power. That's the reason you named it that way. And okay. At certain point in careers, I believe you feel. I felt that way before.
Mm-hmm.
I felt I felt stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
I felt you're doing stuff, you're going day out, you're doing stuff, just that you feel there's no progress. Even
Yeah.
if there is progress, you feel your heart is not into it. You just have to dread yourself to go in there and work.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that kills me most is if, let's say, for instance, let's say I want to have a clothing line.
Right.
If I should be working somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
I should be working at a place that I can gain experience
Exactly.
to help me venture more into my clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
But I shouldn't be working in a restaurant unless maybe they are paying me a lot so that I can fund my clothing line.
Exactly.
If not, it's like, damn, what am I doing here? There's a disconnect. So day in, day out, when you're going into work, you don't feel like working. And
No.
at some point, I just walk off drawing my break, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is very bad.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it, man.
So I understand why you decided to. I can be on the same page with you when it comes to feeling a certain way and wanting an outlet
Oh yeah.
to express yourself.
Oh
Pain and Power Production. So creative people, if you are listening, at the end of this episode, he is going to drop his information and they will be in the description for you to check him out to see what he got. And if you're a music person, you're an artist and you want to check him out to see what he does, click the link and it will lead you to what he does. So man, Sonny,
Yes, sir.
you know, there's this let me ask you first. Since you said pain and power, what is your source of creativity?
Say that again.
Your source of creativity.
My source of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Straight energy. I go in with no plan.
That's dangerous, though. Let's listen.
No, I seriously go in with no plan. Whatever my moment is what the music will be.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going through hell, I'll probably make a sound that's gonna inspire me, make me feel better,
Mm-hmm.
or hit you with something that's dark. But I always start with a clean slate. Sometimes, I try to brainstorm and may say, well, actually, let me rephrase that.
Mm-hmm.
Being a producer, you have to more or less, to grow,
Mm-hmm.
you have to challenge yourself and do new things.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'll say hypothetically I'm going in with a clean slate, I'm always trying to better my sound,
Yep.
better the technique.
Mm-hmm.
Learn, man. Learn. Don't be afraid to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to sit and watch somebody who's quote unquote doing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody who's rocking harder than you.
Mm-hmm.
Show them love and ask them, can I learn?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
At the same time, be willing to give.
Yep.
My motto of success is giving so much that the universe pay you back.
Giving so much that you're giving so much that
Giving
the
so
universe
much that the universe
pays you
just
back.
pay you back.
That is excellent. So, let me put you on a hot spot now. I wasn't going to ask this, but I'll ask.
Go for it.
So let's say I'm a musician, right?
Yeah.
I'm a rapper. Maybe let's say I'm an R&B musician,
Yeah.
artist, and I come to you, and I have this lyrics, man. I wrote it, and I want a beat to it.
Mm-hmm.
How would you go on to make this happen? To work with me. Let's
To
say
work with
I have
you?
a lyric. So let's say you approach me.
Uh-huh.
You tell me which one you want to talk about. Me being an R&B musician, coming to you with a lyrics. Okay, this is what I have, and I have a melody in my head.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna help me get things done?
Get it done.
Or you have a beat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm an R&B musician, and so I have a beat. I think it will suit you. That's your type.
Right.
Which one would you want to sort of walk us through?
We can do both. I do it real
All
fast.
right, let's do it.
Let's say hypothetically,
Mhm.
you an artist.
Yeah.
I'm watching your show.
Uh-huh.
I think you're dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be humble enough to
Mhm.
look in your eyes and shake your hand and
Mhm.
introduce myself and say, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sonny Champ, Pain and Power Productions. I made that noise. I'm humbled, and I follow what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to build. I would love to work with you. I'm relentless in my work ethic. Being good is boring. Let's be great.
Mm-hmm.
There's a balance between music and music business.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure we handle both ends, and we can do it.
You can do it. Do you mind sending a message to my manager, please?
I'd be happy to. I would be happy to.
Yeah.
Because there's no such thing as a no. You find a way to make it right.
Yeah. I feel you on that. So now I come to you. I have a melody in my head and the lyrics to it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna walk me through to create it, to make that music come out?
Okay. I would, number one, let you hear a couple of my sounds
Mhm.
to see if you gravitate to it.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on your beat per minute, your cadence, I may have the tempo that fits that cadence.
Mm-hmm.
You may like it, you may not. If not, we can build from scratch.
I love that. I love that from scratch.
Yeah. I'm willing to work, man. There's no such thing as a no to me. I will find a way to make it right.
To make it right.
Yeah.
That is excellent. You know what? The first time I went to a studio, I've been to the studio back in Ghana multiple times, and one time, the guy was charging, and I didn't want to pay because I didn't have the money to pay for the sound.
Mm-hmm.
So I sincerely networked with him. He's a cool guy, Baba. And one time, I wrote some lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
had a melody, went in there, and I sort of found a way for us to create the beat to it.
Mm-hmm.
I lost that beat.
Yeah.
And it was, first time doing something, you think that is it. Yeah, I did it. But as time goes on and you see a lot of stuff, you understand certain things, you learn
Mhm,
certain things,
mhm.
like, oh, I could have gone about it this way. So working with a music producer, creating something from scratch is something which is beautiful,
Right.
And they go through a lot. Trials, okay, let's do this. No, we can't do that. That doesn't sound right. Let's try this.
Definitely.
No, cadence is not hitting on this. Let's do this again. So
Definitely.
I feel you on that.
And not to cut you off, but
Mhm.
one thing people do not understand or
Mhm.
take for granted is this. most hits,
Mm-hmm.
classics, has been a song that's been rewritten at least 30 fucking times, been recorded with 1,000 takes,
Mm-hmm.
and they picked just that one line. So when it comes to making real fucking music,
Mm-hmm.
understand it takes time, it takes patience,
Mhm.
it takes dedication, it takes willingness to listen to one another, to understand sometimes less is more. Sometimes you want something different that I may not even like, but I will give it to you
Mm-hmm.
because that, as the artist, that's what you're looking for, and vice versa. So yeah.
Yeah, music takes time. This may be a digression. Let me ask you, man. Have you gotten the chance to check the Carter 5, Lil Wayne?
No,
No.
I have not. I have
Okay.
not. I don't watch TV and I barely listen to the world.
The World. Okay. His album Lil Wayne album, the 5 is cool. Um, I like few of the sounds and the lyrics and certain. It just sort of tells us he's there.
Yeah,
He's the guy.
yeah.
He raps. He knows how to raps and stuff. Just that there isn't nothing much to it.
Ah,
That's how I feel now. Or maybe when I go over the
No,
album,
no,
I'll,
I mean-
I'll feel different. But one
first
of the-
impressions are the ones that normally stick, though.
yeah, one of Mona Lisa, one track he featured, no, Kendrick Lamar was on that track,
Oh,
which was cool.
Kendrick is dope.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Anyway, let's get back on track. So, Sonny, I want to ask you, man,
Yeah.
day in day out,
Mhm.
as a music producer,
Mhm.
what do you do to see progress?
To see progress. What do I do to see progress? Homework, studying, studying new techniques, studying ways to enhance my sound, building with the builders. Building with the builders. Let me repeat that. Building with the builders, the creators,
Mhm.
the A-alikes, the ones who got the same passion as you.
Mm-hmm.
Build with them, chill with them,
Mm-hmm.
and when it come down to the competition, kill with them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, for real, like that's how you get better. Don't be an island. Do not be an island. Yeah, steady, man. Do your homework and surround yourself with greatness, and you will be great. And keep your circle small.
Keep your circle
Keep your
small.
circle small.
I was listening to this guy, Daz the Witch Boy. He was on this show. I checked out his EP, and one of his lines in one of his rap, he was like, "My circle is too small. It ends where it starts."
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, yeah,
fact.
it ends where it starts.
Fact.
That's a really small dot.
Yeah, because the energy around you can it's not a can. The energy around you will influence you.
Yeah.
It can either enhance you
Mm-hmm.
or it can be toxic. I've been around both, and I've made the decision to keep that toxic shit away from me.
Wow. So, Sonny, man, Sonny Champ, tell me, talking about making a decision and staying away from toxic things,
Yes, sir.
there's this Newton's law, which I'm going to paraphrase. Then I'll ask you this. This Newton's law says, I'm paraphrasing,
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to go up, you have to let certain things down,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that you can move up.
Yes.
So coming up, doing your music production, everything business-wise,
Mm-hmm.
personal life,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the things you had to let go before you saw gradual progress?
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I had to let go of everything, and I don't mean everything like. I mean everything like. If you are not a part of me growing,
Mm-hmm.
you're a weed in my garden.
Shoot. Okay, if you're not part of me growing,
If you are not water or fertilizer in my life, you are a weed in my garden. I have to pull you out. I gotta pull you out. And I mean that by and I had to start with myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing. I had to start with myself. I can't point the finger at nobody in this world, man, until I can look at myself in the mirror and be like, yo, you fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, get your shit together. Yo, put that time in.
No
Yo,
kidding.
yeah.
Yo, wake up.
yeah, for real. Like for real. Like that's truly where it started. And it ended with everything else. I don't watch TV. I don't even follow sports no more. And I'm a diehard Cowboy fan for all the Cowboy fans in the world.
Hey,
You know what I'm
someone
talking
behind the scene is showing middle fingers. Actually,
yeah,
two.
yeah, they normally hate us, but we still here. We still here.
The French will say deux middle fingers.
Yeah, but yeah, man. All I do is work. All I do is work. My focus is the mission. Nothing else matter. What makes me smile
Mm-hmm.
is crossing out one of my goals on my whiteboard and writing a new goal up there.
Mm-hmm.
That make me smile now.
Do you have a whiteboard in your room?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you know why I'm asking? Because when he was talking about his whiteboard, he was looking behind me out there. And I'm like, yo, this is not your whiteboard.
Yeah.
That is a painting.
No, yeah, but that's normally like where
Yeah.
my vision go for my board. Yeah.
You can read people so easily sometimes when they mean what they are talking about. So that is good. So you had to let go everything. And if you are not part of my growth, you are a weed.
And
I'll
my
pull
God,
you up.
fact.
Yeah. If you're not water, if you're not a fertilizer, if you're not a good soil, if you are not even one of those good plants,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, you're a weed. And probably I'll pull you up and smoke you.
Hey,
Yeah.
past that.
I wish I smoked. Anyway, just kidding. That's interesting. So, Sonny, I want you to. It'll get to a point. It's going to be very tough because you said you don't watch TV. So I wonder how we're going to gossip. But we'll find something to talk
Yeah.
about. I want you to tell me. Give me 3 helpful tips. Any 3 helpful tips?
3 helpful tips.
Yeah, let's stay in music.
3 helpful tips in music.
Yeah, 3 helpful tips. Anybody in music industry who is trying to be a music producer. I like your haircut though.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be like you.
Thank you. Just came from the shop
Oh,
for the interview. I may not be on the camera, but I'm on the camera.
Yeah, I see. You got a fresh cut.
Yeah.
Excuse. Let's get back. All right. So, 3 helpful tips. Anybody who wants to be a music producer.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
believe in yourself. Believe in yourself to the point where you already see the end. Because if you don't see the finish line, man, how the fuck you gonna run that lap?
Gee, I don't know.
That's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, pick a mentor.
Pick a mentor.
Pick a mentor. Find somebody who can shoot further than you, can run faster than you,
Mm-hmm.
and hit harder than you. And steady under him or her,
Mm-hmm.
whoever that is. And number 3, invest in yourself.
Take a lot of sleep. No, just kidding. Tell
Yeah.
us. Invest in yourself.
Yeah, invest in yourself.
What do you mean by invest in yourself?
Invest in yourself financially. Invest in yourself mentally. Invest in yourself time-wise. If you don't put that time in, I promise you, you're going to stay still. So invest in yourself. And don't be afraid to spend that dollar, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a business.
It's a business. Passion and business. We call it PB. So let me summarize what he said. If you're a music producer, this is if you're an up and coming music producer and you want some helpful tips, which may be a no-brainer. However, certain common things is what we forget to remind ourselves of daily, day in, day out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me repeat what he just said. First, you have to
Believe in yourself.
believe in yourself. You have to see the end. And mind you, please, it may be cloudy along the way. The end may be cloudy, but you have a glimpse of what you want. You're looking for something and you have an end in mind. And there's this saying, let's say you're going back to Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't see all the way to Texas, but you're going to see 300 yards, 500 yards,
Oh yeah.
300 yards,
Oh yeah.
500
Oh
yards
yeah.
ahead of you. And even you see some curves which even doesn't allow you to see the other
Mm-hmm.
500. But as long as you keep going,
You will
you
get there.
detour, you find, you flat tire, you get gas, you
Mm-hmm.
eat, you get sidetracked, you get back on track, you keep going, you will get there because you have some a destination in mind,
Yes, sir.
you know. So, one, see the end, have the end in mind, and keep going. And two, find a mentor who will sort of be a guideline for you. You be yourself, but find a mentor so that it will help shorten the time frame which you will be using to achieve whatever you want. And three, invest in yourself financially, time wise. Invest time into what you do, your master your craft day in, day out. Um, it's business. Don't be scared to put in the dollars, you know, when you can, when you have it. If you don't have it, get it, please. And
Yeah.
invest in yourself, you know. So that's it. So let me ask you, Sonny, um, is there anything you got going on which you would want us to know?
Uh, the one thing that I learned a long, long time ago is
Mhm.
this: you say less and you show more. So
Mhm.
I will say I'm working hard.
Mhm.
I will say there are things coming,
Mhm.
and I'll leave it at that.
There are things coming, and he will leave it at that because you say less than you show more. So if you want to see what he is up to, click on the link in the description and explore what he's up to. And you may be listening to this in 2019, 2022, 2000. Maybe I'm dead.
Never.
In 2040, 2080 or something. Just let us see. You're good? I can cut it. Is there anything need to be communicated?
No, sir. I would just say
You got nothing. I mean, if you can edit it, that's good.
Uh huh.
There were things that I was just going to suggest to you. Like, for example, you were talking about the investment. Well, your investment should be about investing in your craft,
Mhm.
investing in you. That's paramount.
mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. And you just said, I don't really talk about it, I'd rather show it. Well, that's right. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Exactly.
All right. So, you're doing great.
Thank you.
You're doing a fabulous job. You just need a producer.
Producer in terms of what? In what way?
So you contacted them, or y'all hooked up some kind of way,
Yeah.
and you supplied them with questions.
Mhm.
Who did you run the questions by?
So far, few friends,
Okay,
but
so are they standard questions you ask everybody?
yes, but I sort of tweak it sometimes. I digress based on what.
What
Mhm.
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
topic? Okay,
Mhm.
good stuff, and I can't wait to see it. I hope you aren't capturing my flashes.
It'll be okay. They'll know what it is. They heard me say someone's behind the scene. And mostly certain things I don't edit it. Maybe I'll probably leave this in.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes I'm telling you, man. Raw and truth,
Mm-hmm.
it wins every time.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right. I mean, it is just so genuine,
Mm-hmm.
and that comes across.
Yeah.
When that's conveyed, it's just something that can't be manufactured.
Yep. Yep. And you know what? At certain point when he was talking about his friends, I felt some emotions in him and his facial expression. Like, okay, I was about to give a cue like, yo, the guy is emotional, but then I stopped. You know.
It almost sounds like he's being driven by anger.
Yeah, he was emotional about it. Like, okay, I saw his film. Like, okay, yo,
Exactly.
you're not there anymore. You're here. So,
Hey, my bad, bro. My bad. My
but it's
bad.
good. Be real. Be
I
real.
don't
Be
know
with
the-
yourself.
I don't know the anger part of him. I can tell you that. Believe me.
Oh man, I apologize.
No need to be yourself. You. That's why I say we try to sort of
Manufactured.
bring things out of people.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
What is this? Sometimes even I say I'm blank and I even say it on it.
Yeah.
And I wait till I remember the questions.
And great questions, bro. Like,
Thank you.
seriously.
Thank you. You guys inspired me to have those questions, and we are looking to improve it day in, day out to help anybody who is listening. Anyway, Skoo. Thank you, man. He said he's behind the scene and he doesn't want to come in, but look.
The cool part is like, for example,
Mhm.
let's say if I was your producer, you know, I'd be having cue cards up here to flash what questions you should be asking.
Uh-huh.
And that would be huge, huge. Because, of course, 2, 3, 4 brains better than one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would really,
Yeah.
you know. So,
And I tell
just an idea.
just an idea. And I tell you what, let's say if I was a music producer, I
Mhm.
have a ton of experience,
Mhm.
and I will be asking you certain questions which are really, really inside the
Mhm.
minds of
Producer.
music producers.
One thing you could ask
Mm-hmm.
in relation to music producers,
Uh-huh.
what type of equipment they use.
Mm-hmm.
Like if another producer is watching another producer, they'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck he make his noise on?"
Mhm.
Like that's one of the first questions I ask a producer that I see. I'd be like last night when I saw Master Key,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What the fuck you make? What's your software?" Like that's like
See, you're a tech head.
no, that's a producer question.
You are a tech head. So you want to get to the bits and pieces anyway.
But that's a
Even though you are artists,
yeah.
you have an artistic flair, but yet still, I mean, even where we met
Yeah,
on the technical spectrum.
yeah.
Okay. Guess what? You put yourself on the spot. So, Sonny,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I have
sir.
a question, man.
Go for it.
I've been wondering, and I have sleepless night because I'm a music producer and I'm coming up and I want to improve my sound. So tell me, man,
Uh-huh.
what kind of equipment do you use, man?
I use actually when I first started making beats, I started off in FL Studios
Mhm.
or Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loop, yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows about Fruity Loops. And I've since graduated or moved on to Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Machine is made by Native Instrument,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a monster, man. It changed my sound.
Yeah.
It changed my sound. No disrespect to Fruity Loops because I know great producers who still cook in Fruity Loops. But it was just my personal experience that Machine. I just got a different sound out of Machine, and I've been rocking with Machine
Rocking
ever
with it.
since.
That is excellent. That's good to know. Wow. What is the next question? Yo, so Sonny Chan.
Yeah,
Sonny Chan. I told you I went blank, right? Yeah, it's okay.
it's okay.
We'll be flowing. So
Mhm.
we'll be gossiping, but tell me, man. The music industry,
Mhm.
the music production industry,
Mhm.
production industry. What are your views?
My views on the music production industry is dog eat dog. It's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. You
Cut eat cut. Yeah, delicious.
You definitely have to be genuine in order. And the best way I can kind of paraphrase it is try to be as pure and unique to yourself and your sound as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, man, the sound is just it's like a whorehouse. Everybody's trying to make the same noise just to fit into that bag of I want the bag. So fucking what? Nobody know you. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on the bag. Focus on the sound, the music. If you focus on the sound and the music, man, everything will fall in place. Think long, not short.
Think long term, not short term. Focus on the not bag. Don't focus on the bag. Focus on producing, being genuine and producing what makes you unique,
Yes, sir.
so that everything will fall in place. And you may follow a trend, but no, you have to differentiate yourself
Yeah.
out of the trends.
Yeah.
That'll make you you. I guess anybody who even started a trend was unique to what they do until it became a trend for people to follow.
Yeah, I mean, I told my bro earlier today about he said we got to create the wave.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, fuck creating the wave. Think about it like this: we are the water.
Mm-hmm.
We more than the wave, man. They don't exist without us.
They don't exist without us. It's just be just wind and something blowing on a
Yeah.
desert.
So
You are the water.
yeah,
You're just too deep for me. I don't know what to say about that.
Well, well, well. As the frog will say, well, we shall see. So, Sonny, we are about to wrap up. You know, I think I've forgotten some of the questions because I keep thinking about certain things you were saying.
oh man, that's dope. What do you think? What
What am I thinking of?
yeah, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about we are the water, not the wave.
Yes, sir. We are the water, not the wave.
Because without the water, there's no wave.
There is no wave.
Without the wind, there's no wave. Without gravity, there's no wave.
There's no wave.
Right now, what we're talking about is earth, wind, and fire.
The three
Mhm.
elements.
The elements.
You need all of them.
So, I'm down. Let's keep rocking here.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. So, man, I want you to tell us, anybody out there listening,
Mm-hmm.
you becoming what you are now. I want you to just share certain things which you think you wish you had known when you were starting.
That I had known when I was starting. That I don't know now.
You wish you had known when you were starting.
Things I wish I had known. When I was starting, I would first off say I wish I had knew the circle of people that I know today,
Mhm.
because I'm around great energy, man. Everybody I
Mm-hmm.
associate with, I'm sure, without a doubt, they will be successful in their craft.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I say that is because that would have put the process just in a rocket, more or less. But I'm in no rush. Timing is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Timing is absolutely perfect.
That is interesting. Interesting. So, man, let's gossip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You gotta talk about something.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
not
talk
gonna
about
bring anything
something.
up.
What you want to talk about?
At this
Nina?
point, we are going to gossip. It's a private conversation, by the way. If you want to listen, cool. We are going to gossip. We are going to vent. We are going to whine. We are going to compliment. We are going to criticize
Yeah.
any public issue,
Yeah.
global,
Let's go for it.
celebrity, personal thing, family thing, friends thing. Just let it out.
Yeah.
What is on your mind? Some people will talk about politics. Some will talk about relationships. Some will talk about the food they ate. Some will talk, anyway.
Well,
Tell me.
let's talk about the boys and the girls, man. Let's talk about the grasshoppers and the butterflies. You know what I'm talking about?
Bring me home, please.
Bring you home. I mean, we did drop a couple bombs, and a couple jewels about the music, but let's talk about a little bit of life. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
I would consider myself a grown man when it comes to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a relationship,
Mhm.
I can say been there, done that, played, all 4 seasons, got the T-shirt, and burnt that bitch,
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely need to let the universe and the world know that we all got to just be accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's a lot of young men out here who ain't grown men,
Oh.
and that's not talking shit. That's just keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, age is not a number. I mean, age is just a
No.
fucking number. Wisdom comes with experience and responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And if I can encourage any young man out here who is going through, any doubt within themselves, I would say just look yourself in the mirror, man, and dust yourself off. We all done failed one time.
Mm-hmm.
To any young lady out here who is insecure about herself and don't feel like she's beautiful, know you are. Know you solid. Understand that even though you may be taking care of 2 kids or going to school at the same time and working a job and trying to take care of your parents at the same time, that you are a superhero, But know this, it is not your responsibility to take that load by yourself. It took 2 to make.
Mm-hmm.
It take 2 to take care of them. So if I can throw anything into the universe and say this, love, man. Find a way to love.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way to love. Be relentless in your love. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Tell you goddamn lady, man, look at woman, I love you. Look in the eyes, goddamn. Put your hands on the neck. Push her against the wall a little bit and say, look here, baby. I goddamn love the hell out you.
Oh, I got some pickup line now. I'm going out tonight. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Hold her hand. You know what I'm
Hold her
talking
hand.
about?
Mm-hmm.
Open the door for her. But way more than that, just be responsible adult. And to the women out here, understand you. Even though that pussy is golden,
Mm-hmm.
you are a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Know the value of who you are. A lot of these boys, they sell they soul for a little bit of whole, man. But the goal is really the woman. Steady the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Be patient with her. Make her laugh, big dog. You make her laugh, man, you on the right path.
That's where's my notebook.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop something for you now, big daddy. But that's pretty much all I got for the grasshoppers and the butterflies is this. Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple, man.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Wow. So that was Sonny Champ. Sonny Champ, the owner of Pain and Power Production.
Yes, sir.
He's a music producer. And he says he's the water.
Yes, sir.
Without the water.
And just so I can plug this in, the voice of Pain and Power Productions, when you hear that tag, is my bloodline. That is Brittany Champion and Rikaya. Rikaya Champion, my niece and my sister. You know what I'm talking about? My sister and my niece. We keep everything 100. We keep everything in love. So I got no choice but to win.
All right. Talking about your sister and playing a part in what you do, and before you even tell us how or where we can find you, is there anybody you want to shout out? Like, hey, what's up? That's me.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Etta Ruth. That's my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to Etta Ruth. That woman made me.
What's up, mama?
Equal echo to Rick Bear. That's my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Equal echo to my sister, Brittany Bear. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Rikaya, that's my niece. Braylon, that's my nephew. Everybody else, I love y'all equally. That's the core right there. That is Pain and Power Productions. My goal is to just tell my mama, man, just sit down. Take that break. We got this. It's a machine.
Uh-huh.
Everything your son thought came to life. Because he did that.
He did that.
Amen.
Amen. I'm trying to sort of shed away my emotions when you're talking about. Yeah, let me put on an act. Wow, interesting. Yeah. So, man, it was nice. Sonny Champ, the owner of Pain and Power Production. How can they find you, man?
You can find me Instagram, Pain and Power Productions. Pain, the word and, A-N-D, Power Productions. Facebook, same thing. Pain, A-N-D, Power Productions. YouTube, same thing. Pain, A-N-D, Power Productions.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to painandpowerproductions.com if you want to contact me in regards to music. I have non-exclusive leases, exclusive leases, Pain and Power Productions at gmail.com, and also painandpowerproductions.com. Either or, I'll get the message. Everything is negotiable. With good music, good people. I appreciate you.
Creative people, this is Creativity. It's an idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative people. If you're listening, this was the guest, Sonny Champ, the owner of Pain and Power Production. And anything you heard him say, especially his handles and how to contact him, will be in the description. So feel free to scroll and just click on a link or click on an Instagram link just to see what he's about. And if you're a music producer, just
Link up.
with him and see what could happen, because good things could happen when you connect with people who are doers, and the world do love a doer. So this is Creativity is an Idea, and I was your host, Pyeric. And please, before I go on cutting this off, I would encourage you to subscribe, rate us, share, review, and share with your friends again. You know, it will help us get more quality guests like Shane, Sonny. The other way around. Sonny Shane. Champ. Sonny Champ, my bad.
Tongue twister.
It'll help us get more quality guests like Sonny Champ on the show so that you can get more value out of this show. And as always, please don't fuck up. But when you fuck up, make sure you fuck up real good to help others.
Hey.
And I was your host, Pyeric, and the guest was Sonny Champ.
Sonny Champ, Pain and Power Productions in the building. Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure, man. Well. What's up, homies?